right, good connect.
Come on. No funny.
Alright, you guys. Yes, I think it's going. I'm not too sure. We'll just say it is. Thank you. Alright, thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. I want to let you guys know about color in business, how it affects business, and how it can bring new consumers in, whether you've been utilizing it correctly or not. Color is known as a silent salesperson. It needs to attract the consumer's eye. It needs to hold their eye so that they can recognize and read what your product is. It needs to convey a positive message. It needs to make brand identity, and it needs to make that final sale. All this is surrounded around color and what color choices you make for your business. It's a meaningful and powerful psychological tool. You can use it on your staff and on your consumers. Colors are derived from many different meanings in many different cultures. You always want to make sure you are addressing the correct color and culture, putting those things together correctly, so you don't offend your consumers or your target market, because your main goal is to bring those consumers in. The meanings of the colors I'm going to tell you about are from North America, because they're just the most familiar ones to us and make the most sense to use in our business. Excuse me. White, when you first think of that, think of a wedding dress. Very pure, very clean. That's usually what lots of businesses use it for. Clean message, clear message. Black is used as a powerful tool, mysterious sometimes. Maybe more high-end products. So, if you want to sell something a little bit more high-end, cars maybe, advertise those in black. A sleek black commercial. Red's a very passionate color. It can draw attention to your business. It can draw attention in a good way and a bad way. Whether it be passionate red roses for your love, or a danger sign, caution. Either one of those things conveys a very important message, and it's all based on that one color. No words, nothing else, just that color. Orange is very vibrant. Lots of people use it to. It makes people warm, happy, alert. Brings attention to your product or to your target market. Excuse me. Yellow is a very happy color. Some people, it actually irritates them. It causes a very tense environment. For some people, it makes you very happy. So you also want to keep that in mind. Purple, royalty, very royal meaning. You'd want to use that for premium service, very good service. Blue also, you want to use that there. Loyalty, trustworthy. That conveys that message as well. Blue is one of the most neutral colors known on a global scale. People use a lot of blues and reds in advertising all over the world. Those are the two main colors. On top of what those colors mean, you want to put them to use in your business. You can either use them for your staff again or for your consumers. As far as your staff, they can create a more productive environment, make your staff more productive, get your sales up, and get your product out there. Blue again, blue and red, like I said about the advertising. Blue promotes creativity. Maybe that's why it brings more people in. More people are driven to find out more about that product or that service. Red brings attention to detail again, whether it's that deep detail or something very important, very important. So next, on to your consumer. After you have addressed that color and used that color for your staff, you want to move it on to your consumer. See how it can affect and bring in a new market for you. They use a term called color and consumer. Traditional buyers, you see them at big clothing stores, they use pink, sky blues, and roses. It can be rose colors. That seems to bring in those traditional buyers and attract that target market that they want. Impulse shoppers, that's a lot of it. I'm hungry, let's grab a sandwich. I need some shoes, let's go to the store. I'm out of toilet paper. We gotta go right now. Impulse shoppers. Excuse me. People like to use reds and orange, black, royal blue. Those colors tend to appeal to to those impulse shoppers, and they'll be more likely to make that final purchase. Navy blue and teal is the last color in consumer combination, and that's for people that are more like me, on a budget. You know, watch what they spend, make sure that they get good value for what they're buying. And so you'll see people, again, on a budget, attracted to those teal advertisements, those navy blues, things like that. Probably want to know why I think color is so important. Not only myself, but on a global scale. Consumers make a subconscious judgment about your product or your business within the initial viewing, within 90 seconds of the initial viewing. If you don't catch their attention, you probably won't even keep their full attention for that full 90 seconds. So you want to make sure that the colors that you use grab their attention enough so for them to read and to be knowledgeable about your product or service. Now that initial viewing, 62 to 90% is based on color alone. Not the pictures or the words or how big it is or where it's at. Just the colors that you use. So that's pretty important. If you use the wrong color, you've lost your target market immediately. Alright, so let's get to a few final examples of how companies have really benefited from putting color into their business. Apple computers. They introduced the iMac, which were all white in the beginning. They needed to go a new way. They suffered $1.8 billion in losses. So what they decided to do was add color. They've already sold that initial product to them. Well, what else can they sell to them next? Sell a different colored lid, and you got a whole new product. So not only did they find that one color change advantageous, their entire competitive market all continue to do the same thing. That's how big of a change and how big of a good change it made. Now they've gone from colors to patterns now, and you can get them anywhere. But that was a really big change just based on that one color that they made. Another big change, Payne. Payne came out with the big Easy Squirt green ketchup. Now for me, seeing that color association, green, with ketchup that I know is red, that turns me off. But they sold 10 billion bottles in the first 7 months. They had the highest sales increase ever since the brand started, and it was in $23 million worth of sales, just because they changed the color of the ketchup to green. Not the product, not the value, not what it was or how much you got, just that one color. It made that big of a difference. A couple more companies that decided to go forward and move with their companies in colors. IBM used blue. UPS just redid everything that they have. Advertising, trucks, uniforms down to the socks. Everything is now a dark deep brown. They're hoping to convince their customers that they're very reliable, that color will, steadfast for a long time. Now, if you feel that everything that I've said can really help your company, the one color change might bring in some new customers for you, go to colorschemadesigner.com. I found out that they tell you all about colors. They'll let you, you can pick the color patterns that you want, the color designs that you want, and then they generate a page for you, and you can see all those things together in the end and how they work out, and how much better those schemes work for your company than what you're using now.